BBC Radio Bosch at 25 minutes to 11. Well, you need to be on Planet Zog not to know that it's Grand National Day today. But a man from Hook maybe has solved all our problems, because Peter Webb has developed a scientific approach to gambling which he believes guarantees you a win. There are 40 horses running today in the big race. Can he really get us a winner? Peter has developed this software. But Peter, welcome to the programme. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
Where did you get this from, and was it originally applicable to the financial markets?
Yeah, the concept was, when you look at financial markets, you look at a graph and you can see the price of a stock rising or falling, mainly falling, it seems, over the last few years. And when you look at the price of horses, for example, in the national or any other race, people try and anticipate if it's got a good chance of winning or if the horse looks good. And the same sort of principles can apply if you can anticipate.
You're basing it not on any knowledge of horse racing, jockeys, weights, distances, anything else like that, just on assessing what the public perception is.
Yeah, although sometimes, for example, if a horse is sweating up or doesn't look very comfortable before a race starts, then its price will get bigger. So you can put as much of racing into it or as little as you wish, really. But basically the concept is...
There's an old economic principle, is there not? I mean, I'm vaguely trying to remember my first arts economics lectures a long time ago, that I think they call it the pretty girl pageant syndrome, which is, it's not necessarily the prettiest girl in the lineup that the judges will vote for, but the girl that they think the public perception is of the prettiest.
Yeah.
That's what you're actually saying.
Yeah.
You're being driven by the price, which in turn is driven by the racegoers who place their money.
Essentially, yeah. So,
but they may know more than you do.
Yeah, but what we do is we buy and sell effectively the odds. So if we think the price on something is going to get shorter and shorter, then we can...
Are you actually doing that in the Grand National?
Yes, and I've started already. I started first thing this morning.
So what's your best? So you're doing a bit of spread in there as well?
Yeah, you know, if we think there's going to be a lot of interest around sea bass, so we'll be keeping an eye...
That's because Katie Walsh is riding it.
Correct, yeah. Everybody, you know, it would be a nice story, wouldn't it?
We sent off 8-1 favourite and finished fourth.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way it works, isn't it?
But if we think that people are going to start backing sea bass because of all of the media interest that happens this morning, then we can back sea bass at a high price and sell it back at a lower price and net the difference between the two.
Right. Now we're at the kernel of your system.
Yep.
Your system is not necessarily to pick a winner.
Correct.
So people should be aware of that. But it is a foolproof system, as Peter has now explained, whereby if Katie Price's horse is now, I don't know, it might be 12-1. If Peter and his system think that it's going to go lower, what do you do?
So if we think that the price on something is going to head lower, it's going to be backed heavily, or people are going to start betting on it, then we will actually back it at the price that's available.
The current price. You'll back it. You'll have 100 quid at 12-1.
Correct. And then when the price starts to come in, then we will lay it back into the market and net the profit between the two prices.
So it goes into 8-1 for argument's sake, and you say, if this horse wins, I now have £1,200 in my kitty. So I tell you what I'll do. It's 8-1. Why don't you have a bet with me at 10-1?
Yeah, so, I mean, we can do something really clever, which is we can actually then, if we've made a profit, can spread the profit across the rest of the field. So when the National starts this afternoon, we would have identified several horses that are getting shorter in price or getting longer, and then we would have locked in a profit on that and then spread it across the field. So when the National starts this afternoon...
You can't lose.
I can't lose. I would have won money already.
No matter what happens.
Whatever happens. When that race starts, I can sit back and...
But, okay, let's go back to your imaginary £1,000 at 10-1. So you've backed that at 10-1 with a bookmaker, presumably.
Yeah, with a betting exchange, a bookmaker.
Betting exchange. Okay, so there's £1,000 coming to the Webb coffers if this horse wins.
Correct.
You then offer it at 8-1. Right. Now, what happens if somebody plunges in and has £2,000 with you at 8-1? That's 16. Your commitment would be.
Yeah, but on a betting exchange, you decide what price you want to back or lay at, and how much money you want to do at that particular price. So you can control. You can never guarantee that you will absolutely, definitely get it right, but the vast majority of the times you do. And on the national, where there's so much interest, it's nearly always pretty much guaranteed that we will get it right.
It is absolutely fascinating. It came from the financial markets. It's gone into racing. Is there anywhere else it can go?
I mean, we do all sports. So if you look at Gareth Bale fell and twisted his ankle on the Europa League match with Spurs on Thursday. So my immediate thought turned to this Saturday in the match against Everton and expected the price to adjust to reflect that injury and the fact that Bale wouldn't be playing. So in the same principle that you use it on racing, you can use it in golf, in football, in a whole variety of different sports.
And I presume that you have the inevitable website.
Yes.
That people can look at this phenomenon. There'll be a lot of people out there who they wouldn't be rude and say, oh, this is all gobbledygook, but they might quite understand the principle. I'm not even sure that I sort of understand it myself because I've been hanging around for so long. Well, what's the website?
If you visit betangel.com.
BetAngel?
BetAngel, yeah.
Right, we'll find it all there.
And that explains all of the detail on how it works and how to do it.
Peter, thanks very much indeed. It's an intriguing prospect. And we'll let you... It'll be interesting to see. Seabass is the one that you think now is the prettiest girl in the pageant.
That looks pretty pretty at the moment, yeah.
11:15, BBC Radio Berkshire.
If you're interested in learning more about BetAngel, its tools and the opportunities they present, why not visit betangel.com today to download a free trial.